Hey there, booktubers, I am back with my next part of my book haul video, and that is part 2, which is the YA collection that I recently picked up. Well, not technically recently, it's more of a collective haul that I did in July, and I wanted to show you guys what I got because it is kind of exciting. I'm not much of a YA fan. In fact, I rarely ever read any YA books. The few books that I did prior to picking these up were the first book of The Hunger Games, Fulton Our Stores, and The Book Thieves. So that's 3 books, and that's not a lot. I decided that I need to give YA a chance, and since most of the booktuber community is YA related, I thought I would give all the books that everybody's been raving about a try. So that is basically what my haul is about. So yeah, let's get started because there are a lot of books to show you. So today I got this really huge box full of books from a website that I order my books from called bookscloseout.com. And I had a ton of novels, 16 in total, in this jumbo box, comprising of a few YA books and a few adult fiction novels. So I'm going to throw in the YA books into this haul and show you the adult ones possibly later, because I feel like all this channel now is comprised of its book hauls, which is still good, right? So the first book I picked up was Divergent by Veronica Roth, and to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what this is about. All I know is that it's a dystopian novel and that it's gotten a lot of rave reviews, so I picked that one up. This next book is called Half Brother by Kenneth Opel, and it is a contemporary fiction, YA fiction novel, and I picked this up basically because of the cover and because it's about a boy whose family adopts a chimp. And yeah, that's interesting. So I really like books with animal characters and stuff like that, so I thought this would be kind of cute to read. This next book is called Sold by Patricia McCormick, and I've already read this book. It's basically about a 12-year-old girl who is sold into prostitution, and she lives in a little village in Nepal and is transferred, basically trafficked can't say that word, into India. You guys know what I'm talking about. This next book is called Speak by Laurie, Halse, Anderson, and I got this novel because a lot of people rave about it. It's probably one of their favorites. It's about a girl who starts her high school career being ignored by everybody because of a summer party that occurred in the summer before her high school career. And basically what happens is, I think she calls the cops and everybody gets really upset at her, but the reason being so is because she got raped, which is really, really intense. So this book was really good. I already read it already, so yeah. This next book is called Sisters Red by Jackson Pearce, and this is a fairy tale retelling novel of the Little Red Riding Hood. I picked this up based on a lot of people's reviews, especially Priscilla of The Readables, who reviewed this a long time ago. But I got this mainly because I really, really adore fairy tale retelling novels, and I was excited to see how this told that story. This next book is called It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizinni, and this is another contemporary YA fiction novel. It's about a boy who lives in Manhattan and is basically a really high-achieving student, and he's so high-achieving that he drove himself to commit suicide, which ultimately ended up getting him admitted into a mental asylum where he meets a whole slew of colorful characters. So I was really excited to read this book, and it's already been turned into a movie, so I definitely want to check that out. This book is called Choker, and again, I'm not really sure what this one is about. I picked this up because a lot of people rave about it, especially Books Unbound. Ariel, I believe. I picked this up mainly because it was on sale and I couldn't resist a good bargain. This one is called Stolen by Lucy Chrisptopher. I picked this up because it's another contemporary YA novel, and the story sounded really interesting about a girl being kidnapped and taken to Australia and ends up falling in love with her kidnapper. Very, very interesting. Then I got Perks of Being a Wallflower by Chbosky, which is another book that is being turned into a movie this year, starring Emma Watson. I already read this book. I have some interesting thoughts about this. I'll probably do a review of this later on because I didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of people did. Then I had to get Anna and the French Kiss. I couldn't get this novel because it is probably the most raved about novel in the whole of the YA community. I read this already. I did enjoy it. It is probably the most atypical YA romance gushiness, so kind of like was a little bit of a guilty pleasure but I did enjoy it, so that's a plus. This is a book that I picked up off the website, and it's called The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherynne and Valente. I'm pretty sure this is a middle school book, but I am so obsessed with fairies and dragons. That was actually one of my big things when I was younger, so I couldn't resist a book that had both those type of characteristics, so I got this. And the cover is just freaking adorable. I got Cinder, which is another dystopian novel. I got this for a really, really great deal online, and I think this is another fairy tale retelling, very loosely based on the tale of Cinderella, except it has like robots and stuff involved, so I don't know what to think about this, but again, I decided to give it a chance. Hold Me Closer, Necromancer by Lish, McBride, another novel that is raved about. Really interested in seeing what this is about again. Priscilla of the Readables raved about this book, so I decided to get this, and it was a really, really, really great deal. Again, can't resist the deals, people. Then I got 2 books which were also on sale at the website. Glimmerglass by Jenna Black, and the next book is Shadowspell. This is a Fairy Walker series. Again, couldn't resist fairies, obsessed with fairies when I was younger. Had to relive those moments, so I picked up this series, which does sound interesting. This was kind of like a spur of the moment type of buy. So that is my YA book haul. If you guys would like to see some of the other books that I got in that other big box, then let me know, because I am absolutely okay with showing you guys those books, because those are definitely books that I'm really excited about, because I totally love adult fiction novels. But yeah, thank you so much for those who have subscribed, and those of you who haven't, rate, comment, and subscribe. Ta-ta! Whoops, I almost forgot to include one last book, and that is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I got this off the website for a really good deal as well. So that is it for my book haul, I promise. Sorry. Ugh. Alright, subscribe. Ta-ta.